League matches. Then we'll have a brief interruption for that, and then we'll be back to this one. So, what are we playing? We're playing a deck that I brewed up this morning, brand new, fresh out of the brain, straight onto the page. This is All the Bolas, Goryo's Eldrazi Smash, which is actually going to get renamed to something along the lines of Storm Herald of Bolas. So, the community league brew around choice that I made was the all of the Bolas's option. So I have a deck list that is put together for that. Initially, I was going to play 4-color control with Red and 6s and Arcum's Astrolabe, but as we all know, Arcum's Astrolabe has been banned from Modern. So what are we going to do instead? Well, I started putting together a Grixis control list that was just going to top out on a bunch of Bolas and Bolas-themed things. And then I read the text on Nicol Bolas. So this is for 2, blue, blue, black, black, red, red. You get a flying 7/7. It says at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Nicol Bolas unless you play blue, black, red. It also says whenever Nicol Bolas deals damage to an opponent, that player discards their hand. So basically what we're going to do here is attempt to Goryo's Vengeance and Nicol Bolas into play and attack my opponent for 7 and make them discard their hand. Which is not really a great way to win a game or match of Modern, but that's why we're also playing Storm Herald and Eldrazi Conscription. So since we're already trying to put things in our graveyard to pull out, I figured that having the Storm Herald Eldrazi Conscription plan would not be completely amiss since we were already in the correct colors. And then I threw in the three copies of Nicol Bolas the Ravager here as a reasonable mid-rangey threat if we have to do that kind of thing. We've got the Jace Vryn's Prodigy synergy from the Obsidian Ghost Council Goryo's decks. So Jace works really well with Goryo's Vengeance in that it puts cards into your graveyard for you to reanimate later. And if you Goryo's Vengeance a Jace, you can flip it. And if you flip it, then you get to keep it. Because the Goryo's Vengeance trigger is going to look for the creature. And Jace actually exiles itself before it flips. So it becomes a new object. And then we're playing 4 Thrill of Possibility and 4 Izzet Charm to loot things into our graveyard and try to protect our combo. Sideboard is vaguely ready for some of the things we run into in Modern. So let's see what happens if we try to take this into the Modern queue. I'm going to fill up my water before we get started. I did consider Thought Scour. But I felt like the cheap black interaction to clear the way was a better investment of my time and mana on the early turns. Plus, the Thrill of Possibility plus Izzet Charm was a more reliable way to choose what I'm putting into my graveyard. So I have no idea if that's correct, but I definitely don't particularly believe in Thought Scour in this kind of deck because you have to just kind of get really lucky. And if you're dumping the wrong part of your combo into the graveyard, it's meaningless, right? Okay, so yeah, this is a reasonable hand for what we're trying to do. We do need to find some black mana at some point soon, but we've got Double Vengeance, we've got a Eldrazi Conscription to pitch, so we're good to start here. What about Discovery Dispersal? That one I did not consider. That could be better, but it's pretty spectacularly low power for Modern. Okay, well that's good because we needed the black mana. I'll play Jace here. Most likely deck we're against is Storm. So we have a couple of shots here at what we're looking for next turn. Reach! Reach! Yeah, I'm sure there are things that we could be including in this deck that would make it better at what it's trying to do. Discovery Dispersal is not one I had thought of, but it might be good. Eldrazi Conscription does not have the glorious flavor text that All Is Dust does. Hey! Come on now. Alright, we're gonna get black because it's possible they're playing Blood Moon still. Well, that's a yikes. Well, there's a Nicol Bolas that we would have been able to discard this turn. But we're just going to get to fair play the Ravager next turn. Oh, if we draw Thoughtseize, we could Thoughtseize ourselves to discard the Nicol Bolas. Well, that's not very nice. Spreading Seas. All right, so that's not... that's not Blood Moon, but it's similar-ish. Love Thoughtseizing myself. It's certainly something you can do. It's a legal play in the Magic the Gathering card game. Discards the Spreading Seas immediately. They've seen the truth. We usually do, Roy. We usually do. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Oh, but no no follow-up play. Okay. Yeah, that's a yikes. Okay. Holy wow. That's... okay. So now even if I get the Nicol Bolas hit, it's not going to be that relevant. Or even a Storm Herald. Yeah. We're just too far behind now. Our deck was supposed to do its thing on turn 3 or 4, and we just got shut down. Well, I can almost cast this Nicol Bolas, so that's kind of great. Okay. We've got 7 more ways to discard in our deck, but... the dream team has arrived. Oh, I think the Gatewatch just defeated Nicol Bolas. Huh. Where's the Cavern of Souls? I screwed up, Jiggy. That's where it is. Should have run my brew by you. I would have known... Should have known that you would have the answers that I really need. I'm not giving them the satisfaction of playing Nicol Bolas into their counter. 2011? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Well, sure, but I mean, Tron is back, so it makes sense to me for some of the blue-white players to want to play Spreading Seas. Shake, 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 shake. Do do boo doo doo boo doo boo doo boo doo doo boo doo boo doo. Oh, Jiggy, you wanted the unboxing. I've got the cards right here. First up, Kinnan, Bonder Prodigy, 4 copies. Next up, Song of Creation, 2 copies. I need 2 more. I think I need to buy 2 more Song of Creation. Urian, Sky Nomad, full art. Okay, this is how long ago this order is from. 1 Ox of Agonis. All right. We will continue afterwards. Bought Song Creations yesterday. Nice. Yeah, mine were $1. So I overpaid. So this deck does not have a Blood Crypt in it. Let's see if we end up regretting that, because I need black on 1 and blue on 2. And I wouldn't be able to do that otherwise. So there's a good chance we learn that my deck has a significant flaw in that it does not have that. Holy shit. Well, I mean, I'm glad I resolved that, because I don't think we can ever beat a Rest in Peace. They top deck another one, we're going to be in huge trouble. Wouldn't regretting nothing be faster, because regretting nothing is inaction, and regret is an action? Yep. Okay. Yep. All right. Meeting with the boss man. Oh no. Caved in. Chicky Witticky did nothing wrong. Oh crap, they're just gonna play it in Narset now, aren't they? Don't do it. Don't do it. Teferi! Oh my god, that's so much worse. Blech. Ah, so little, so late. Maybe. Alright. Take your Narset. Detention Sphere. Okay. I mean, at least there's no Narset, which would be way worse for us than anything else has been. So we're really looking to top deck a card that is simultaneously a red source and a Storm Herald. Which seems unlikely. On balance. Yep. Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay. So this is our window to do the thing. Yeah. They had a path anyway. Okay. Neither of these stop Storm Herald at instant speed. The problem is Storm Herald only gets in for 13, which is not... And making them sacrifice 2 permanents is largely not relevant right now. My opponent is essentially playing Pioneer blue-white. Sure. All right. Sure. Okay. I don't know if they... I don't know that they have an answer for this, so we're going to try it. When it doesn't resolve, I'm going to concede. All right. Did they draw another Path to Exile? Seriously, friend, if you have it, come on. Like, why did you wait for me to choose what I was attacking? You knew you were going to play the Path to Exile. It's not like you were going to let it hit your Teferi or let it hit your Jace. Oh, man. Sometimes when people do things like that, when the game is, like, so brutal already, it's like, why? Why you got to do it like that? Why you got to do me dirty? I'm unimpressed with my opponent. All right, Boldy 44. I think this hand is unkeepable because Cascade Bluffs plus Swamp doesn't work. Well, that's the first Storm Herald I've ever seen. 2 of them. Yeah. Keep this. We once again have 2 half combos. So let's see if we can find some of our other one. Oh no. So if they have the Incinerator, they probably have turn 2 Incinerator. Yep. Yep. Our cute deck is nowhere near good enough. Why? Oh man, all they need is a single burn spell in their burn deck. Well, I hope everyone else is having a bit of a better go of it than I am. Yeah, I think we're done here. Good lord. For what it's worth, I think the other list would be probably better than... What? Are you... The other list is, like, really, really bad. We're playing the good one, as far as I'm concerned. The other one has Cruel Ultimatum in it. And Nicol Bolas God Pharaoh. Yeah, I think we'll try it like this. I just don't think there's any chance that Jace can ever survive. How do you think that the other list is going to be better in the queues? This one is all in on doing a modern power level thing. The other list is not. The other list is playing way more dirtily, crappy, mid-range spells that have the word Nicol Bolas on it somewhere. So this list has, or this hand has a piece of interaction in it, but no ability to ever get to my combos. This one has 1 land. I swear Saffron Olive just has better luck than me with this kind of garbage. So we have Conscription. I have, again, 2 half combos. Right, but I think Conscription plus Herald and Bolas plus Goryo's Vengeance, like, they're both terrible combo. Not terrible. They're both combos that are not quite good enough for Modern, but at least with two of them, you have a higher likelihood of hitting one over the course of a game, which is like, as far as we're seeing right now, is already not particularly, I don't know, tenable. There we go. I will say, I think one of the other problems we've already run into is the way I constructed the mana base was way too conservative and mid-range control-y. Like, I actually have a basic swamp in my deck, and already we had a hand which was like, it was a basic swamp plus the blue-red filter land, so we couldn't keep it. Otherwise, the hand would have been fine. How are you going to play Eidolon and the Great Revel in your red Storm deck? All right, sure. Yikes. I mean, sure. The other one still does things without comboing and interacts with the board better than this one. I guess so, but I don't think having a small amount of board interaction. I think my blue Narset pitch deck could beat this Bolas pile. Well, that hurts. Can you please play a non-creature spell without 2 mana up? For the love of all that is holy. Thank God. At least, like, the biggest reason I kept this hand is relevant. I mean, I'm going to lose the fact that I just took 4, but... Can't do anything versus a resolved Mox Tantalite. I don't know if you're right about that. I feel like I can beat that. All right. Good luck. Godspeed, little Fatal Push. I will say the Nicol Bolas, the Ravagers in this list are probably nonsense. I wanted to have a backup plan, but I think the other one being the one that doesn't go as hard on a bad combo is... The Ravagers don't belong in this deck, even though they are by far the best card named Nicol Bolas. Okay, so they just play the Incinerator for 1 now? This deck was the go hard on one version of this goofy planned deck, but not hard enough. So I pulled the Jiggy Wiggy failure. As I will remember it, which is the... I have a crazy idea, but I'm going to go like 90% when you should go 100. All right, well, in theory, we get to Thrill of Possibility into Storm Herald here. It's inconclusive, and proving that it's good, if it is, which I'm not saying it is, incredibly difficult because of how people generally test decks. I mean, obviously. Well, I just want to achievement unlocked, hit someone with the Nicol Bolas in Modern. That's really the only thing that I got to, because people had to bring up the fact that the actual real card named Nicol Bolas is legal in Modern, and so I was like, I want to play it, but it's so god awful. But at least Goryo's vengeancing it into play. You get to attack immediately, so you don't have to pay the ludicrous upkeep cost that it has. They're just gonna kill me in response. Not even allowed to get close to playing Storm Herald, Eldrazi Conscription here that wouldn't be relevant in any way. Got it. They just take the 13, sack 2 lands, and kill me afterwards. All right, unfortunate. We were gonna draw everything we needed, so we were finally gonna get to do it. Yeah. I'm just disappointed that we haven't been able to execute either of our plans once, because we've either just died too quickly to friggin' mono red, or we played against blue-white all walkers not deck, and our reasonable-ish hand on the first game was not enough. The random hosers that just wrecked us. Jeez. I swear I've played 21 land 80 card decks that have done better on drawing early lands than this one has. Hold on, is this the dream hand? Do I just Thoughtseize myself on turn 1, discard Nicol Bolas, and then hit them with it on turn 2? This is our ceiling. Well, I didn't want to play Haggle. Like, that's... Or do we just go for it on turn 3 with the Thoughtseize them on turn... I'm gonna do the smart thing, quote unquote. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this should work fine. I guess the downside of this is the whole point of doing the Nicol Bolas thing is the fact that if you hit them on turn 2-ish, then they discard their whole hand, and they get to keep nothing out of that. So, kind of crapping the bed on the actual game plan here. What I should have done is done the other Jiggy Wiggy thing, which is I should have played Simian Spirit Guide in this deck to make things go faster. Turn 1, Thrill of Possibility. Turn 2, Goryo's Vengeance. That's how we're really supposed to do this. Okay, so they have Fatal Push in their hand. Shit, they have Fatal Push in their hand. And I knew they had Fatal Push in their hand, and I decided to go down a line that played into that Fatal Push badly. Got it. Understood. That said... See, they're down to 2 cards in hand, too. I thought we were going to Thrill. Well, no, I'm bad, because I initially committed to playing the Jace the Mind Sculptor, and I didn't... Or not the Jace... Jace Vryn's Prodigy, and then I decided, oh, no, wait. Instead of doing any of those things, I'm just going to get my Jace Vryn's Prodigy. Because, you know, readjusting for changing variables is something I do when I'm playing, I don't know, almost no deck. Somehow I always screw that up. All right, so they're on 0 cards in hand, so this Nicol Bolas is now pointless. But I can achievement unlocked hit them with a Nicol Bolas, so that's something. What a draw. No, I don't know. I've just been playing really poorly. I don't know. Actually, middling to medium. So I can Goryo's Vengeance my Bolas, hit them for 7. God, that is so bad. Yeah, we get to kill Urza because Bolas leaves play, and we after he does so. Yeah, we can. Good. Well, they have 0 cards in hand, so they're not interacting with it. Hey, you, discard your hand. Yay! No. Sadness. I'm not taking a screenshot of this. This did not mean anything. Oh, Lava Axe. Now there's an idea. Could have flipped the Jace recasted Vengeance. No, it's too much mana. I mean, yeah. Oh, please needle Grizzlebrand. Ah! Okay. No, I want that. Okay. Would get to keep flip Jace and still trigger... Okay, so if I wait an extra turn to do the line that you're suggesting, I don't have the mana to cast the push? I think? Unless I'm very much mistaken. I don't think that works in a whole bunch of different ways. I probably should have more Royal Scions in the turn. That turn you had 3 mana. Right, so I spend 2 on the Vengeance. The Vengeance gets me Jace. Jace flips. Jace lets me cast the Goryo's Vengeance, which I can't do. Because Jace doesn't cast it for free. You have to pay the mana cost. Oh, yeah. Got it. I see. Yeah. But we're leaving the Construct in play to beat up on Jace, which I guess is fine because we're going to -2 power it. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Okay. But we would have been punished because they drew the needle? No, we wouldn't because we already... Oh, yeah, because then they would needle... They don't needle the same card because... Yeah. Needle doesn't turn off Jace Vryn's Prodigies. Needle turns off whatever they want. Okay, that's Whir for Thopter Foundry. I can't beat that at all. I can't beat a Fair Thopter Foundry. Storm Herald and Bolas don't trample. So I clearly should have done the initial line. Oh, the enchantment grants trample. Whatever. They were going to gain too much life. It didn't matter. But you are correct. All right. See if we can pull anything out of this. Anything out of this league. Turn 2 Izzet Charm. Turn 3 Ashiok. No. Thank you. It really might matter. I probably would know that if you actually asked me in the abstract. Does it also give flying? You. All right. Yeah, of course. Okay. It's fine. It's all going to be fine and good and great and fine. It doesn't give flying? Man, that is so weird. I guess not all the Eldrazi fly, but like, God, that is such a weird. Sure, why not? Okay, so we just don't get to play any Magic. Well, Emrakul has flying, but not trample. Right, yeah, I guess so. I don't know any of the Eldrazi having trample. Alright, well, apparently entering this league was a complete waste of my time and energy because we're not going to get to do anything. I'm just going to scoop this one out. I have my match to play against Judge Rob, but I don't know if I'm going to finish this league. Trying to win 2 matches with this deck doesn't seem like a thing to do. So, Faithless Brewing Community League Brew Round Card Week is not going to be my week, I assume. I mean, maybe if I'm playing against other Faithless Brewing Community League cards, I'll be a little bit more lucky. This deck was heavily not functional. If I was to ever do anything like this again, I think I would pull out all the Nicol Bolas, the Ravagers, and try to play more things that enable this game plan. Faithless Brewing did do an episode where they did the Storm Herald Eldrazi Conscription combo, which was part of the inspiration for me cooking up this version, because I looked at Nicol Bolas, which was unfortunately reminded to me that this is a modern legal card. Which, again, if you had asked me that, if they're like, oh, is Nicol Bolas legal in Modern? I was like, yeah, of course. But when I was brewing all the Nicol Bolas, or all the Bolas' deck, I did not remember that fact. So initially I was going to play 4-color control with Wrenn and 6 and Astrolabe and sort of very conceptually Bolas-y. Just play all the value cards. But instead I ended up down this crazy rabbit hole and playing something absolutely god-awful here. So the Storm Herald Eldrazi Conscription combo, quote-unquote, was not proven to be actually all that good. It's like kind of okay-ish. No, Roy. I thought of that, and I was like, nope, this is the reason Planebound Accomplice wasn't played before Luca, because it's not good enough. It's not even close to good enough. And that's the reason that, like, is it Arena Rector? Arena Rector is not particularly good in Legacy. Yeah, it definitely sucks. So Yeah, I don't know about this. Let's just call this failed experiment in Grixis. I might finish some of the games of that league, but I don't know. I doubt it. That said, this slightly more fair version of the deck will be tried out in just a few minutes here against the considerably lower power level of a Faithless Brewing Community League deck, so you can stick around for that if you like. Okie dokie, here we go. Faithless Brewing Community League match against Judge Rob Hatman. Yeah, I guess we're going to keep this opener. Turn 3, hit him with Nicol Bolas is the plan. One of Mystic Sanctuary already out, already biting me in the butt. Sundial of the Infinite. Yeah, that's a card. Now we're playing in the correct bracket. Oh, it costs 1 to activate. Huh. For some reason I thought it was 2 to activate. I know this card is bad, but I thought it was considerably worse. Rotting Regisaur. Yeah, that's kind of neat. Is it? I mean, we're doing it. Whee! Okay, this I'm taking a picture of. Whoa. Whoa, what the hell? Oh no. What format of this? This is Faithless Brewing Community brew around format. We've got all the Bolas's deck against Sundial, I guess. I can't make them discard cards. They have no cards in hand. They got me. Okay, I guess the fetch there means they're not playing Fatal Push. Playing around discard 101, yeah. Okay, do I want to take this hit? M21 League. Oh, is M21 legal? Yeah, of course it is. Why? Interesting. Okay, so play a tap Steam Vents. Wonder if we need to worry about discontinuity. Yes, I assume that we have to worry about discontinuity. Okay, so during their draw step, we're going to put a Nicol Bolas the Ravager into play, which is kind of cool. So we go Thrill, discard Jace. Oh, no. Why would you do that? Wait, I can respond by flipping my Jace, right? I guess I can respond by flipping my Jace. Why not? I guess we just hardcast a Nicol Bolas. Which means I don't need this Vengeance right now. My turn was bad anyways. Can't we still reanimate it? Well, we could have done if I hadn't chosen to discard my Goryo's Vengeance because I'm baddie. I mean, so Necroplasm's going to go to 3 this turn, but they can Sundial. I don't know what I'm doing with my Jace this turn. I assume I'm just plussing Jace on whichever of these. Oh, I plus it on the Necroplasm and then play the Ravager to block the Regisaur. It'll kill our Jace next turn. No, it won't. It's flipped. It has 2 in CMC, but it's not a creature. Yeah, sure. Rotting Rat Unearth. Oh, no! I didn't even see that in there! I didn't even know this card existed. Not that it's a big deal, but shit. And they wanted to end the turn on their end step anyway. So they're going to get to keep their 1/1. I think that Jace is more valuable than Bolas here. I considered it for my Rat tribal deck. It intensely underwhelmed me. No kidding. Yeah, so we're going to cast Thrill. I was like, I don't even know what I can hit here. I did my Bolas thing, but they resolved a 6/7 before that, and I haven't hit any of my fatal pushes, so I think we're just dead. Oh, we're just dead on board. Yeah. All right. Damnation seems good here. And maybe Nile Spellbomb. Maybe Spell Pierce. Maybe Nile Spellbomb. Okay, we're going to try it like this. Okay, hand seems okay. We're missing red, but I don't think we turn this hand away. Good number of red sources in this deck. I just have like no, not a lot of smoothing. This deck, I was just hoping to be lucky all the time. It's actually the big problem with this deck is that I built it very, very, very quickly without thinking too much about it. So originally it was a Renin 6 Arkham's Astrolabe 4 color deck, and I didn't really make enough changes, I think. But that's just making excuses for incompetence. So, like, I'm playing Mystic Sanctuary, but I was like, oh, but I have all these early plays that I want to make, so I'll get these Sunken Ruins and these fast lands in there, except that they're not islands. Yikes. All right. Oh no. All right. Well. Let's go find exactly what we need right now. Nope. Well, we do have Damnation. Sure hope I draw it right now. I'm assuming they have a second Fatal Push, but I just literally don't have options anymore. Oh, maybe not. Discards Discontinuity, Roy. You called it. Opponent has no cards in hand. They've just got 2 Rotting Registers and... No. We were already in the 0-3 bracket. What? Why? Okay, so if I thrill and draw 2 Fatal Pushes, that Chalice guy. Oh, I gotta tell my opponent how they could have won the game fast? I don't understand. Am I overthinking it? Am I thinking too many steps? Please don't actually do that. Well, I don't know what that is, but okay. I can't even cast the other one. All right. But if you're telling me that what the Chalice guy did was tell you were playing a bad card in your deck, that's not what happened, right? What the Chalice guy did was say, oh, I can't believe you missequenced, when he had missed something that actually got him killed. I think that Chalice guy to me is way too specific of a situation. So you can't say like, oh, don't be that Chalice guy, because I'm like, I don't think I would ever be that Chalice guy without grossly misunderstanding the way a game had gone down to. Well, that's not fun, buddy. Was Judge Rob hellbent? Almost constantly. Ha ha ha, you are all frantically reading my terrible cards. Oh, no. We know what all of those cards do. I would draw to enable key. What? No, I just didn't understand why key was in your deck generally. Because it just doesn't synergize with any ending the turn kind of thing, and I feel like a Rotting Regisaur is just good enough to win the game on its own. It certainly was against me, but I mean, like, I don't look at a Rotting Regisaur and go, you know what, this needs unblockable. My library has issues to... Oh, you were saying if they resolve Lingering Souls, you can't win the game. Yeah. Enables Unearth as a card. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, okay. See, I never saw the Hunted Horror. So you're giving them a bunch of creatures to block you, and you're undercosted, oversized, undercosted creatures. Gotcha. Well, that's going to be it for the afternoon, I think. I'm going to be back tonight with either some Temur, Kinnan, or Rosa, or I'm not sure what else. Maybe Sultai Control, whatever. I'll be back at 8. But before I go, Jiggy, you still here? Oh, wow. I cleaned off my camera and it made it way sharper than I thought it would have. I look terrible. Oh, yeah, so we've got 4 Gilded Geese, Jiggy, in paper, of which I previously owned none. I'm glad I have an excuse to use food tokens again. Got 4 Karn, the Great Creator. Got my final 2 Mox Ambers. A single Liquid Metal Coating. 2 Tezzeret Agent of Bolas. I love this card, so it was pretty cheap when I was ordering cards, so I was like, I'll grab that. A single Torpor Orb. 4 copies of Expedition Map. 4 copies of Springleaf Drum. 4 copies of Trinket Mage. And then, almost the complete Tron set. So, of each of them, I have 3 out of 4 of the arts. Well, because I was buying the Karns. Thanks, Cave Dan. Because I was getting 4 Karn the Great Creator, I'm like, which Karn the Great Creator deck is actually good in Modern? And I was like, it's probably Eldrazi Tron, which is a pretty fun deck to play. It really is. It's a pretty cool mid-range deck, to be perfectly honest. Like, it's frustrating to play against, I know, and I don't like what Tron does, but like, it's just part of Modern, so. Anywho, yeah, that is it for the stream for now. Hopefully y'all have enjoyed. Hopefully, Cave Dan, you got some good data about blue-white miracles with your boy Teferi. And we will be back in several hours with some Cannon Erosa and or some Sultai control. Oh, of course. Well, I was going to play blue-white anyway. I find Miracles is like it's like playing like a high variance control deck. I liked the counterbalance version more because you got to do tricky things with your Mystic Sanctuary all the time. I wonder if the counterbalance version is good right now. I'm thinking it potentially could be. But again, we don't know what the meta is right now. So it's hard to say whether it would be good or not. I am going to go get out for a walk because I haven't gotten out to do too much today. It's just been a kind of quiet day for me. So, and then I will see all of y'all tonight, hopefully. So have a good one. Take care of yourselves.